Okay, trading this morning started at 9:30 because I slept in. I'm still recovering from this cold and needed a little more sleep. All right, so we're seeing that the trade wars have made the market drop, and we're going to go short pretty clearly. Since we are now sitting at a 20 SMA level here, or very close to it, looks like it's tracking it and kind of dropping a little bit. I went ahead and got into a short. And by the way, this is the MES, which is the micro mini S&P stock futures. So, for me, 10 points equals $100. So it has to move a fair amount in order for me to make anything on this, which means that I want to back out and look at a longer time frame. So anyway, this is the 5-minute, which is a little bit bigger than I normally use as a scalper. Okay, and we can also see here on this chart that the MACD is looking really good. It's looks like it's about to tip and drop. So this is a good place to get in. Alrighty. And we can see a very, very nice drop here. It's actually dropped over 20 points in the last 7 minutes. So that is spectacular. Very happy with that. And I'm looking for it to drop down to that low that we see previously, at least, 52.11 or so. But I don't know that I will get it all in one big movement because that usually doesn't happen. It goes up and down. But we can see that the MACD is really looking good here. It's dropping. Okay, next slide here. I put in a stop because I didn't want it to go up and lose my profits here because I'm already at $300 and I'm going to lock in those profits. So I placed a stop. I'm doing it a little different this time. Instead of a stop and a limit order, I'm just going to follow the price action down with my stop. Okay, and it bounced up a little bit and stopped me out. So I actually got out of that first trade at a decent profit, really good profit. And I zoomed into the 1,000 tick chart here and waited. I figured it probably was going to make a jog upwards, and then I would get into another short. So I kind of got psyched in here. I can't believe I did this because looking at the longer term chart, I really thought it might even get up to the 5270-ish level. Maybe not quite that far, but to the 20 SMA orange there that we see in the middle. But I did not wait for that to happen. It started to go up. And I guess I saw that it wasn't going to go up that far. I don't know what I was thinking. But I got into this, and then, of course, it went up, to where I thought it was going to go the highest point. So I basically lost everything that I made just because I got in too soon. I got psyched in too soon. I'm disappointed with myself in that. But I knew that it was going to drop. I'm not too worried at this point. Okay, so I'm just waiting for it to drop, and it started to drop very nicely there. I'm getting back my my losses there, and I still think it'll get down to the 52.11 area. Okay, this is the 5-minute chart again, and we can see I've gotten back almost all of the losses. It's 52.60, and I got in at 52.53. All right, now I'm back in the green, and I've made another $100 here. And initially I put in just a limit order, which is not a good way to trade. I need to be using stops as well. So I canceled that one, and then I put in my bracketed orders. And I put in a pretty tight stop here at 52.40, which was a 13-point drop for me, which is I guess $130 more I wanted to make sure that I didn't get, lose that amount that I had made. And this is the 1 minute chart here, so I just zoomed in a little bit. All right, and then I got stopped out. So I made another 130, so that was pretty awesome. And zoomed in a little bit, waited this time for it to go up and then actually show signs of it hitting a resistance level and turning. And we can see that's quite a jog upward. It's actually on the 1,000 tick chart here. It's possible that it won't go up any further, but we want to be really careful because in the 1 minute chart you can see it could easily get up to the 52, 55-ish level where that yellow SMA is, or even higher. And we can see the MACD here is turning up. So I'm just being patient, trying to wait this time. All right, and this is about 10 minutes later. And I actually got pulled away for something. And when I came back, I noticed that, yes, it had indeed gotten up to the 52.50 level, and then it dropped. And then it went up a little bit more, and now it looks like it's dropping some more. So we've seen that rise, and then they drop again. So I feel like this is a decent time to get in, that I kind of missed that window up near the top there, but it's still a good place to get in, and I still have another 17 points that I feel like it's going to drop at least. So I got into another short and put my brackets in, and my stop is not quite so tight this time. It's up 23 points, something like that. Yeah, 13 points, excuse me. So I don't think I'm going to get stopped out. And then I put my exit order in down at the 52.11 where I really thought it was going to go. And it went down and then came back up, but it did not ever get above the point where, initially it did. So I actually lost a little bit of money at one point when it went up, but then it jogged back down, came back up right to that point where I had gotten in, and looks like it's going to drop again. Okay, and then it just dropped on down to that 52.11 and got finished out at a really good profit for the day. I think it was 520-ish, something like that, which is a really good day for me. All right, so just out of curiosity, I went out to the 3-year chart. So this is every candle is a week, and this is a 3-year period of time that we're looking at. And you can see that we've had some major drops and corrections in the market lately, but the market has been super, super high as well. So I feel like that's not totally unexpected or that scary. And I feel like a good correction in the market is not bad right now. So I put in some more lines that we can see. And the blue line down there at the 45.70-ish area, I believe is where it's at. Can't really quite see it right there, but I feel like that's a very likely spot for it to drop in the coming weeks. So that's my prediction long term. I don't think it's going to get below that, but that'll be a really nice correction point, and we'll see what happens in the market.